Hello, it's Scott Manley here, and once again I am looking at the B9 Aerospace pack, which has been updated in many ways with many new parts. The main developer has of course been hired by Squad, but apparently the pack is continuing. So I'm showing you the old Heinlein, which was with the previous version of the pack I reviewed about a month or so ago. Now, if I go in and load, you can see what the new one looks like. And it has a terrific, well, it's had a terrific overhaul in the last few weeks. Look at this thing. Now, it has completely different engines. These are the Sabre engines. Now, the Sabre engines, if you look in the propulsion thing, they are a dual function engine that will work kind of like a jet engine while inside the atmosphere, and then once you get up into space and you don't have enough air, it can switch over to being a rocket engine. So you don't need to have two different kinds of engine, you just kind of switch mode on them. The pack also includes a whole bunch of conventional jet engines here with like really high maneuverability, high bypass, all these wonderful bits and pieces. We have different VTOL versions. We have new types of the VTOL. If we go into control, of course, you've got all the piles of different control bits and pieces that you need. Of course, tons of structural parts to make your spacecraft look amazing and awesome and everything else. Aerodynamics that will keep you busy for months. New utility stuff including new landing legs, new lighting arrays, a new docking port, new lights. And in the science section we have this, the info drive, which is a hellaciously useful part. What it does is you fix this to the spacecraft and you can now edit descriptions and stuff, and when you launch it will tell you all about it. You see it's stuck on the side? So I wonder how you actually modify this thing. I guess you do it while you're in flight or something. Anyway, let's try launching this thing and we'll see how well it flies or doesn't, because you know I have terrible luck with these things. Yeah, look, we have the Heinlein Crew Shuttle, classic design with the latest propulsion technology. Hiding this window, you can edit all this, toggle the Sabre. What else? It tells you all the different bits, all the position lights basically. Oh look, we should close the crew tank window shield before launch. There we go, look at that, sliding to close. That's us getting ready. Let's fire up these engines. We shall get into space. Ready? Ooh, feel the power of technology pushing these things forward. Now, Sabre stands for Synergistic Air Breathing Rocket Engine, I believe. And no, I did not look up the Wikipedia entry recently, honestly. No, it's a design for a space plane called Skylon, which some, enterprising people are trying to develop. The idea is that it is a very large hydrogen-fueled space plane that uses these air-breathing engines inside the atmosphere, and as it gets up into like hypersonic velocities, then the air is run over a cooling loop. Basically, the hydrogen is run over the incoming air, more or less. The incoming air is run over a hydrogen cooling system, so that will cool the air and therefore bring it down. Because as it enters the engine at very high speeds, it gets so hot that the efficiency of the engine drops because the air is already hot. So by cooling it down, they not only preheat the hydrogen, they cool the air. And obviously, once it gets up to hypersonic velocities, the intakes become essentially useless, and it switches over to being a pure rocket power design. I have no idea what altitude these things switch over at, but I know that they're going to switch over with the 1 key. So I guess I'm just going to keep an eye on these things and hope that they don't go nuts. It looks relatively stable, actually. Let's specific impulse is still rising. Maybe I should click up in my resource. It says intake air is dropping, but I have no idea what a good level of intake air actually is. Of course, you can sit inside the cockpit and view all these wonderful things. Double click here lets you see from the window. It doesn't help you see more, it just lets you see from that window. A lot of people are saying, oh, if you want a bigger field of view, then double click on the window. Nope, it just puts you in the seat that's right in the middle. Whoa! This is kind of getting wobbly here. I think I'm gonna have to get some more altitude. I'm running this with Ferram Aerospace, and the nice thing is that B9 comes preset, apparently, with all the wings having appropriate information for Ferram to use them. So they just work basically out of the box, which is great. Wow, this is a pretty squirrely space plane, considering it's supposed to be big and heavy. Okay, how are we doing? Have we still haven't had any problems with thrust drop-offs yet? So I'm just gonna kind of fly horizontally for a while. Yeah, let's do that. And wow, it wobbles a whole lot under SAS. Intake air is still rising. I'm just gonna let it level out just a touch, because I want to pick up horizontal speed, and of course, being that this is Ferram, then it actually, the wing surfaces actually work like wings. I'm well past Mach effects as well. Oh dear, 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 dear. Are we having burnouts yet? I hope not. Oh dear, 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 dear. Air is getting low. Is that a sign that once that air gets too low, what do I do? At what threshold do these engines stop being jet engines? Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna arc upwards now. I'm now pulling back, working hard, and you know, now I'm thinking about it, maybe this whole maybe using the proper aerodynamics is actually has hamstrung my ability to get into orbit. I don't know. Let's keep this going. What altitude switch? I'm just gonna switch over. Ready? Now we have rocket engines, and now our fuel is really burning down. So our specific impulse is actually pretty good. It's like 374. This is not bad at all. Flight data doesn't actually tell me very much. I'm just realizing that I'd really like to know what altitude I am at, and what altitude what altitude my apoapse is going to be at. Hey, look at this. We're totally getting into orbit here, except we're not really controlling it too. Oh yeah. Let's see what we're doing. Oh, we're totally in a nice, awesome, like suborbital trajectory here. This is working brilliantly. Okay, let's just add our maneuver here so we can do it from inside the cockpit and appreciate the wonderful joy of flying things from the cockpit. Come out of map mode. Go into the cockpit. Look at this thing. Ooh, space. Oh yeah, I should turn on the reaction control system. Is it on now? Hold on. Nope. Not turned on yet. Let's turn it on. Ah! There we go. Danger! Large-scale stall detected. No kidding, we're in a vacuum! Okay. Oh look, you can see the jets firing there. Nice! Okay. Sea altitude. Oh, I wonder if I've got more... hold on. Settings, gear down. No, it doesn't have an option here. Okay. Let's get back on this. Come on, sir, I want to get there. That's a problem. It doesn't actually have a it doesn't have a countdown here. Also, what do the new notes say? Replace before, avoid counterclockwise. Oh, we've seen all this before. Okay. Well, let's try and poke this in the right way. 8-second burn in 4 minutes time. Bill Kerman and Jebediah Kerman. Fly. Oh, should have probably closed the landing gear. That was a big problem. Don't. Yes, that was a pro move. Flying into orbit with the landing gear open. I am not gonna be winning my space wings that way anytime soon. Okay. Now let's time warp. Time warp. That's where we're taking you, future time warp. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're almost there. And we're ready to fire the engines. Let's just do this. Yes. And full power. I like this one. This really feels like a space plane. A lot of the space planes, you know, are kind of... Well, I've never liked the fact that the cockpits really provide so much torque. It is actually cheating to have cockpits that provide torque like the way they do. And excellent, we got ourselves into orbit. Let's kill this thing. Yay, we got Heinlein into orbit. We can fly around to the dark side and turn on the lighting, right? Oh, let's open the windows. Hold on. Let's... No, this way. Aha, ha, ha. And I'll just time accelerate to stop that. Okay, so 8 opens these shields. Hey, look at that. Look at that. I love the attention to detail. We can turn on the lights. Yeah, nice. What's this? Running lights? Let's try, what are these things? RCS tanks. Wonder how we're going to do for power. Where do we get electrical power from? Do we have any things? Oh, I like... Never noticed... Oh, these are intakes on the bottom as well. These are like total, you know, variable geometry intake things or whatever. Let's get onto the dark side. Are we ready? Ooh, let's see this thing at night. Oh, it's like a Christmas tree. That is darn pretty, huh? That is darn pretty. Well, let's go back and see what other things we've got back at the Space Center. Meanwhile, back at the Space Center, we have other spacecraft to look at, other space planes or whatever. The Strugatsky, I'm not sure if that's modified, but let's take a look. We've got the Heinlein, the Strugatsky. Actually, I guess I can take a look. It has 191 parts. The new one has 131 parts, so they have modified it. Awesome. Let's take a look at this thing. Try crashing it into stuff. Oh dear. Okay, so it's pretty much the same thing. Oh, look, it's animated in the actual control thingy. This is a lot of engines there. I guess it has fewer struts, maybe? Oh, I guess there's a lot of struts there. How come this has so much more? New engines, which is kind of cool. And obviously new parts at the back. And of course the door which opens. If you look at the action groups, you can see what... We have the ladder. We have nothing. Cargo ramp. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, let's stick something in here. Let's stick a little rover in here. Why not, right? And we'll ditch it out the back. Yeah, totally. Let's do that. Okay, so what I need to do is go back. Okay, well, after a bunch of modifications, the Strugatsky Mark II paratrooper version is ready to fly. So let's fire up those engines. Now, one of the nice things we have, or one of the new things I believe, is thrust reversers, which will actually act to slow us down, which is a pretty neat trick. Look at that, it slows us right down. Well, but of course, we're not needing those, right? Let's turn them back on. Turn back to regular engines. So, ready? Now, I hope we've got enough room in this runway to actually take off now after demonstrating the thrust reversers. There, you can see thrust reversers in action on regular aircraft all the time. Oh yeah, we're totally going to be able to get into the air. Look at this. Nice. Now let's bring... Oh, crikey. Okay. That isn't working so well. I wonder... This is actually flying surprisingly well, considering it doesn't have a tail. Okay. I'm not sure this is supposed to fly quite as well as it is. Does it have any land... It has landing gear. Let's see if I can land it. Okay, try throttle back a little. No. I'm yawing out of control here. But I think I can get control. Okay, I gotta figure out how to turn this aircraft. Okay, let's just pull hard over. No, I've basically pitch authority, but no ability to yaw or roll right now. Okay, so at least we're still kind of flying. Okay, we're still flying. We're just not sure. Let's try throttle. Let's try leveling out. I do have some control at least. Oh, I cannot believe this thing is firing. Okay, you know what? Like, you see, as soon as you... This thing... Okay, because of the torque in the engines, it wants to pitch up. Okay, so we gotta use that. I'm totally gonna try landing this thing in some way that doesn't kill the Kerbals. Okay, now we're rolling the wrong way again. No, 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 no. Come back, come back, come back. I just try and go back towards land. That's the main thing. Oh, no, now we're turning the wrong way again. I'm amazed this thing is still airborne for the amount of time that it has remained in the air. But our altitude, we are running out of altitude. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. Oh dear, this is not looking good. It is not wanting to go the way that I need it. I don't think thrust reversers are going to help me very much. Okay, now we're spinning. Hey, the crew survived! Hey! The rest of the plane didn't. Awesome though! Look, they're gonna get a little seasick though. Turning a little green, aren't they? Maybe I should, you know, turn on the stabilizers. Look at that! Yay! He's so happy to have survived that. I'm not sure that would qualify as a survival. Well, after several failed test launches, I figure out that the best way to actually take off is to just throttle up and not touch the pitch control at all. You know, you can use the rudder to stay on the runway, but the pitch control appears to make it not want to take off. In fact, the pitch control seems to make it want to stay on the runway and then break into multiple pieces. But if I just throttle this thing up, let it go, it just lifts up all on its own without me having to touch the pitch control at all. Sometimes the thing you need to do is as little as possible. Gets into the air, it doesn't feel particularly stable as aircraft go. In fact, it feels like it's it doesn't feel like it's using all the capabilities of the Ferram Aerospace package. I'm wondering just how well the B9 parts are integrated with Ferram, because it feels like, I don't know, it feels like they're missing something. They're a lot looser, or not quite so, I don't know, not quite so accurate. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna get this cargo bay door open. Look, there it is. You can just see the dude sitting there, bravely awaiting his exit. Now the question is, will he get out in one piece, or will he get smashed in the escape? Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? We're just gonna ditch him by hitting the spacebar, and that will fire the decoupler and the parachute, and the parachute will just yank him out the back, and hopefully nothing will break down in the process. But I am not making any promises. This has been quite a chore to get this thing flying. Okay, we're ready. Let's view it from a nice distance. Oh, something exploded. Oh, there's a parachute deployed. And it's just a parachute. I think that's him there, yeah. Just kind of spinning backwards, watching the plane fly. Well, your sacrifice is noticed. Okay, well, on to something else. So much for my glorious triumph there. Let's load, see what we've got. We've got the Strogatsky. We had the Bradbury. I'm not sure if that's modified. Let's just take a quick look. Oh yeah, obviously it has new intakes and everything, looking like a total awesome space plane kind of thing. And I guess I can just hit the launch button and it'll show me what's going on with all this stuff, right? Oh, what? I don't know what that noise is. Oh crap, I went and closed that window before I'd actually read it, because you know me and manuals, I have an allergy to reading manuals, so I now have to find the manual again to figure out where all my action groups are. Action groups. I mean, I can Turn cockpit lights on. Hypersonic flight thing set up. Where is this info box thing? If I press Y, does it turn it on again? No, it doesn't. All the other ones have been easy to find, but this one is eluding my formidable lack of ability. It's not there, it's not there, it's not there. And people are saying, it's there, I can see it. And I'm not seeing it. Because I am terrible at seeing things. I can't see it. Oh, darn it. Well, let's just throttle up engines, right? What's the worst that could happen? Jet engines explode. Control from here. Turn cockpit lights on. There we go. Now. Should we lift off now? Oh, look, we switched to orbit mode already. Excellent. Hey! Okay. Let's try flying this in a non-terrible way. Hey! Excellent. Oh, beautiful. Maybe not quite so beautiful, but pretty beautiful. Yes, okay. These things are working pretty well. Doesn't quite do rolls as well as I'd like. I'm really... I love flying planes because they're so likely to fall apart. There's something joyous about this. Okay. Oh no 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 no! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! I totally meant to do that. Totally meant to do that there. This is... I'm surprised that this thing hasn't fallen apart yet, you know? Ah, come on. Let's make this thing fall apart. You ready? Shut down engine. Shut down engine. Oh, wait. No, it's actually pretty good. Oh well, look at this. You could never fly a regular Kerbal plane with two engines broken. Although I'm not saying you can fly this one very well. Okay, there we go. Large scale stall determined. Activate engine. Okay. Come on, come on. There we got it. Okay. Now we gotta figure out... We're going straight down, so we gotta nosedive. Pick up some forward airspeed. Said... okay, crap. Gear out! Okay, that didn't work either. Hey, but not all of the plane was destroyed, so it's not a complete failure, right? Anyway, let's go back to the spaceplane hangar. Look for something else to do. Bob Kerman was killed, but he'll be back. Okay, so we're actually into the Vonnegut, of course named for Kurt Vonnegut, author of Slaughterhouse-5 and many other famous works. This is looking a lot closer to a Skylon, but it's still not really looking much like a Skylon. But it does actually have like a cool little, you know, storage area there. You could put a satellite in, fly this thing to orbit. We have an RCS pack there. I'm not going to be flying this too far. And yeah, this will probably work just fine. Right, let's read the instructions this time, okay? Come on, spin, spin, spin. Okay, navigation lights, toggle saber mode, toggle cockpit light, toggle cargo bay doors. We probably want to close those now. Yes, there we go. Extend, retract ladder. We don't need any of that now. Okay, press I. Oh, it's I to turn this window on and off. How useful is that? That's an excellent plan. Right, we should be able to ready to go now. Jet power. Okay, air breathing mode. Wow, this is producing a lot of thrust. Look at those, are actually pretty darn big engines. Okay, this should totally take off though. Nice. Now, oh, stalling this awfully. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Well, that was Not the greatest flight in the history of the Kerbal astronautics program. What can I say? Space planes are hard. They kind of go sideways instead of going up, right? Going up is easy, you know, if you just point at the blue sky, it works. Okay, I honestly didn't mean to crash that one. I mean, I don't have anything against Kurt Vonnegut. It just happened. I guess this is Vance. This is Jack Vance, who apparently just sadly just died recently. He was an author of many, fantasy kind of things. Oh, look, it's total VTOL capability. Let's try flying this thing, because I remember how much time I spent trying to build an awesome VTOL. Okay, so now let's see what happened. Oh, look, now I can actually subtly adjust the angle on these things. Oh, I just push them. Oh, you push them, you don't have a complete range, you just keep tapping the buttons. Okay, so let's try seeing if we can go straight up here. Ready? Oh yeah, probably should fire these engines. Oh, are these are like jet engines. Ah, this is a VTOL jet engine, but there's a rocket mode. Toggle engine and air. Okay, let's just try going straight up. Come on. Hey, oh look, it's balanced. This has been designed by a pro that actually knows what they're doing, not like me. Come on, go forwards, don't torque so much. Okay, so now what I need to do, there, like now we're gonna actually pitch these things forward so we actually pick up some forward speed. Nice! Nice! This is like totally losing control. No. Okay. I thought that was a great VTOL. It just failed on the OL, the vertical, the L part, the landing. It didn't work so well. Let's restart flight once again. Obviously the big wings are supposed to help it with aerodynamic transitions. Okay. Oh wow, you can actually do negative, so this one can become a drag racer. Okay, so let's try this again. I'm gonna turn on this and then turn the engines to forward flight. Yeah, there we go. Except that I need to... okay. No. Yeah. Yeah, so before you transition to forward flight, make sure you have enough speed. Let's try that one more time. Fire my engines. Excellent. Oh, what did I do? Okay, there we go. Something weird happening. Okay. Okay, there we go. Just moving forwards just a little. Aha. No, I am transitioning to forward flight like I mean it, and I'm getting just a little bit of torque here. Okay, but I think, we have control now. Okay. Clearly not the most stable. Okay. Crap. Yeah. Wow, that's I think we should call that the Osprey, based on its performance. Let's go back and see if there's something else that I can fly. And finally we have the Haldeman, the YF-28 Haldeman, which is obviously a reference to Joe Haldeman, who wrote The Forever War, I believe. Although it's been a long time since I read it, so I could be confusing him with someone else. After all, I did manage to call Danny Bernowski Darren the other day. I'm clearly losing my mind with my old age and all that. But let's try taking this thing into the air. Let's turn off thrust vectoring and just see. It says enable. Oh, there, it's disabled by default. Whoa, nice. Gear deploying or turning out. Look at that. Actually, this is pretty cool. Wow. Nice. Okay, let's buzz the monolith. Oh no, the monolith's there. Nice. Okay. Wow, I was holding breath for a second there. Okay. Let's put the gear out again and try to bring this in for a landing. Okay. I think I might actually have to throttle up and come around for another pass. Come on, let's turn around now. Turn around now, cause you gotta land here some more. Oh, no, we're stalling. We gotta get more speed for these turns. Oh, wow, I totally, like... Thrust vectoring! No, didn't save me. Awesome, I love it when I lose controls of planes like that. Excellent! Well, we're out of planes now, so I think that's a good time to finish this. I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.